Plunky and oneness. And we call it oneness because we think there's a certain unity, a certain similarity to all of the music that we play. And so we play some jazz, some soul, some rhythm and blues, some go-go funk, some P-funk, some reggae, even some gospel and some hip-hop. But all of it has a similar spirit. All of it has rhythm. All of it has music that you can dance to and feel and be inspired by. Funk is just one of the many manifestations of black music that you can dance to. Now what message you put in that music is up to the artist. And I choose to put what I hope to be inspired lyrics, things that inspire universal love and lyrics that talk about this time that we live in and politics, but generally trying to inspire people. While they party and have a good time, I want them to be inspired to higher ideals at the same time. I write poetry, I write lyrics, and I do some prose writing as well. But all of it is simply a way for me to express what I think are my highest aspirations. And I'm hoping that the things that I aspire to will inspire other people. Business has changed recently. When I started making records was back in 1972, 73, probably before you were born. And in those days, the business was quite different. Nowadays, there's been a lot more consolidation at the top. There are fewer large record companies. There are perhaps only 3 big record companies. But nowadays, we have the internet, and we have the actual equipment. The technology for recording has gotten smaller and less expensive, which means that everybody can make a CD now. Everybody can do good quality sound in terms of the technology. But the business is also changing in terms of how we distribute the music. When I was doing music originally, we had LPs, we had vinyl. Then it went to cassettes and now CDs. But just as important as CD sales are downloads, getting music from the internet, MP3s and other formats, which has tended to open up the business. So the business is a lot more open to small independent labels now. And that's both a good thing and a bad thing. It's good it's bad because we are not able to sell as many CDs. And a lot of music is transmitted for free. But it's good because getting the music from any place to any place is a lot easier. And so I think like most people in the music industry, we're in a period of transition. Now, I happen to like it because I love the concept of being able to record some music, and then on that same day, put that music up on the web, and then somebody in Russia or France or anywhere could hear that music in one day. I like that aspect. The bad part is that there's so much music perhaps millions of songs that are available. So it's more difficult to get some recognition.
So we invite you to take part in this River Love Rite. A rite is a festival ceremony. River Love Rite, come on!
Older guys like me are not the most popular, because in the US they like the newest and the youngest. So Even Britney Spears is old now. They want somebody younger and newer. Whereas in Europe in general, and particularly in France, there is a kind of an affinity for older things. Now, it doesn't mean that French people are behind the times, but they have a certain, I don't know, reverence, certain appreciation and respect for someone who can do something for so many years. And so my business does well in places like this, where people will say, oh, we like this funky music, but we also like this guy because he's been around a while. He must know something. He must have some validity because he's been able to make it so many years. Well, I like, believe it or not, I like a lot of hip hop. I don't like some of the lyrics, but what I love about hip hop music is that it is music that was born of the ghetto. It was music that was made by people who did not have a lot of resources. It was music that was made for particular neighborhoods, but that music found an audience that grew to be worldwide, to become worth billions of dollars. I like people who can make something out of nothing, because that's almost what creativity is. It's like taking something and making something much larger out of something that's either free or something that we all have. So I like hip hop for that reason. What I know about African music is that it's very polyrhythmic, so it has lots of layers of rhythm. It's a lot of energy, and so that energy mixed with rhythm is kind of inspiring. I love the power of people putting their whole self into what they're doing. And then I like African music because it tends to be political. It's always about something. It's always, when you think of somebody like Fela Anikulapo Kuti, it's always something pointedly political. And to me as a musician, if I'm not going to pick up a gun, if I'm not going to run to be president, what I can do is do what I do, is be a musician and try to inform people and inspire them. Here I go back to that same thing, but that's what I like about African music. It has that, all the characteristics of what I'm trying to do. There are people in Africa who say that I play saxophone like a drum. I play very rhythmically. I don't play a lot of notes all the time. I play with a lot of rhythm. And so drummers love playing with me because I play more of the rhythm than I play melody. So there are lots of saxophonists in fact, I love all saxophonists, but there are lots of saxophonists who are much more dexterous, much more able to play lots of notes and play jazz within the chord changes. They do that much better than I. But there are not many who do me better than me. You understand? I may not be the best saxophone player, but I'm the best plunky alive.
Everybody say it.